Okay, let's look at line 6, line 1 on page 6. Away we go. We have our first note. That first note is a D. We take the slide and put it just where the ends of the slide is just even with the edge of the bell. That's 4th position. That note sounds like this. Play that note with me. Ready? D. Okay, now we're going to play that. We're going to play line 1 using the metronome. There's 4 D whole notes and 4 D whole rests in this exercise. So we're going whole notes with 4 beats of sound, whole rest with 4 beats of silence, then a whole note with 4 beats of sound, then a whole rest with 4 beats of silence, back and forth throughout. So let's play that together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, counts. Now we can keep backing this up and going through this until you can play that D every time, getting it to come out clear and nice. Remember, it's in 4th position, and 4th position is right here where the sleeve of the slide is right at the edge of the bell. Sounds like this. Okay, we're now looking at number 2 going up. We have our second note. It's E flat. It's on the 3rd space of the staff. And it's fingered in 3rd position. For 3rd position, the bar of our slide is pretty much even with the bell. Where 4th, the sleeve was even with the bell, end of the sleeve. Now the bar is pretty much even with the bell for our 3rd position. E flat sounds like this. Play that with me. E flat. Now. Okay, now we're going to play through line 2. Line 2 is an E flat whole note followed by an E flat rest, whole rest. Then we have 3 more whole notes and 3 more whole rests alternating. So you can finger along with me, listen, or back up and then play along. Here we go, number 2. 1, 2, ready? Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, counts. Now, the E flat, 3rd space, you can see the bar of my slide is right even with the edge of the bell. That's 3rd position, and the E flat sounds like this. You can tell it's just slightly higher than D. D was in 4th. Then E flat. Okay, this is line 3, count me in. We're using the same 2 notes that we've already learned. Our D in 4th position, right here, sleeve even with the bell, and our E flat in 3rd position where the bar is right even with the bell. So let's say and finger through this. Our first measure, we have the D in 4th. Then we have a whole rest. The 3rd measure, we have an E flat in 3rd. Then we have the whole rest. Then the 5th measure, we have the D in 4th. Then a whole rest. Then the 6th measure, we have a 7th measure, we have an E flat in 3rd, followed by the whole rest. So I'm going to play this. You can say and finger with me, then back up the recording and play along. Here we go. 1, 2, number 3. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, counts. So keep going back and forth over, hearing the difference between the D and the E flat and getting our slide to move quickly between fourth position and third position and back to fourth. A good thing to practice would be going back and forth between D and E flat. Until you can move that real quick and smooth. This is line 4, higher ground. Higher ground has a new note, F. F is on the fourth line of the staff, and it's fingered first position, which is all the way in. So we have, the F sounds like this. Play that F with me. Ready? Now. Okay, now we're ready to play through number 4. It's the same pattern that we've had on all the other lines on this page, where it's whole note followed by whole rest. So, say and finger with me, then play along. Here we go. 1, 2, ready? Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, counts. Okay, now notice I'm holding the slide with my thumb on top of the bar, 2 fingers under the bar. I put my other 2 fingers down underneath the slide, and I'm using my wrist to do most of the motion. That way I've got a good grip on the slide. I don't have a fist that makes it hard to move, but 2 fingers on top, 2 fingers on bottom, and a thumb behind the bar. And you can move your slide nice and easy. Okay, let's look at the little green box up at the top of the page. It shows us the 3 notes that we've learned so far. The first note we have is on the third line of the staff. It's D. We fingered that in fourth position with the slide sleeves at the edge of the bell. Sounds like this. Play that with me. Ready? D. Then the next note is E flat. We bring the slide up where the bar is even with the bell. Third position. It's on the third space of the staff. Sounds like this. Play that with me. Ready? Now. Now we're looking at the third note on the fourth line of the staff. It's F. Slide comes all the way into first position, and it sounds like this. Play that with me. Ready? Now. Now, I want you to work on playing those 3 notes up and down. Playing D in fourth, E flat in third, F in first, E flat in third, D in fourth. So it sounds like this. And go back and forth, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, till we get to our arm learns where the positions are. Now let's look at line 5, moving around. This uses the 4 notes that we've learned so far. Now they're mixing them up in the order of them up. So let's finger along on this. Finger along with me. Our first note, third space, E flat, third position. Then a whole rest. Then we have our D on the middle line, fourth position, then a whole rest. Then we have our F in first position on the fourth line, followed by a whole rest. Then our third space, E flat, in third position, followed by a whole rest. So I'll play through this. You can finger and say the note names a couple of times and then back up the video and play along a couple of times. Here we go. 2, and now. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest, 4, 4, count. Rest. 4, 4 counts. Keep backing this video up. Keep going back over those notes until you can play all of those notes without having to look at your slide.